Good morning, you are watching Kishoremunch. I am Rahul and we bring you the session of English language class 10th, and this is the live interactive session with Professor R. Meghanathan. He is very active and he is very concerned for the learners, for the students and for me as well, because he brings the very super poem for this session, the ball poem, appreciating the poem. So we don't waste time and we'll start the session immediately. Our numbers are 1800111265 and another number is 1800112199, and you can send us an email also during the session and post session at ciet.kishoremunch@gmail.com. So please welcome Professor R. Meghanathan, sir. Thank you very much for being with us in this studio.
Good morning, Rahul. Good morning, learners. Today we will see, learn and appreciate the poem, the ball poem.
Yes.
So Rahul, let me tell you one thing.
Yes, sir.
These boys whoever watches particularly my show lessons, they have created a group. Okay. And they are this time I asked them last time a few days ago which lessons I should do.
Okay.
So some said Nelson Mandela's Long Walk to Freedom, which we have done.
Okay.
Then many people have said, sir, please do the poem, the ball poem. So we have chosen the ball poem for that.
Okay.
So this is a poem. It is a philosophical poem. Also it has some connotation and reference to today's happening.
Okay.
That we are losing lots of lives.
Okay.
So learners, get ready. You may send your queries and responses. We will discuss. Rahul, let me ask you a question, learners, for you.
Okay.
How do you feel as a child and even now if you lose something? Sometimes we lose money, sometimes our keychains, sometimes our precious things. I recently lost one of the very precious photographs of my father. I really felt bad.
Yes.
So how do you feel when you lose something?
Definitely I feel very bad and I cannot explain the sorrow in words.
And as a child, when we lose something which we possess, we would like to possess.
Yes.
The basic human tendency is to possess. So this poem is about losing and how one can stand up when we lose.
Okay.
That's what. Come on. Since it's a poem, learners, let's have some good understanding of the poem by reading. We will be, myself and Rahul will be reading out to the poem to you more than 2-3 times, as many times possible, because the poetical language, the language of poetry has it's short and brief and it's brevity, brevity is the wit of soul, we say. So it explains more by saying less. That's what. So here is a boy, look here, here is a boy who loses the ball.
Okay.
He is playing with the ball. How does he feel? Come on, here is a poem, the ball poem.
Yes, by John Berryman.
So, so let me read out to you, learners, because we also have to learn how to read out a poem.
Okay.
The ball poem, John Berryman. What is this boy now? What is the boy now who has lost his ball?
Okay.
What is he to do? I saw it go, merrily bouncing down the street, then merrily over, there it is in the water.
Okay.
No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking, grief fixes the boy.
Okay.
As he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into harbor where his ball went, I would not intrude on him. A dime, another ball is worthless. Now he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. People will take balls and balls will be lost, little boy, and no one buys a ball back. Money is external. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes the epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. Learners, don't bother about the meaning of the lines. We will read again. I am going to request Rahul to play the audio. Come on, let's listen to the audio also. It's well narrated, of course better than me. You will have to just listen to it. Don't bother about the words you don't understand. Come on, here is the audio for you.
What the poet thinks has been lost, and what the boy has to learn from the experience of losing something. Now the poem. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street, and then merrily over, there it is in the water. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbour where his ball went. I would not intrude on him. A dime, another ball, is worthless. Now he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. People will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy. And no one buys a ball back. Money is external. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes the epistemology of loss. How to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. The poet is John Berryman.
Fine learners, this is how the boy loses the ball. When we chose this poem for class 10, Rahul,
Yes,
people asked, this is highly philosophical, why are you keeping in class at 10? Okay, fine. That's the thing. No, all of us want to teach our children, tell our children, be successful. Of course, you work hard, be successful, but we never tell children how to cope with when they fail.
Yes.
And success and failure are parts of life.
Yes.
And we celebrate birth, and we also know that people die. These are the times of grief and sorrow.
Yes.
But how to tell children cope with?
Right.
So we know that some suicides are reverberating, making news every day. We can see why one should take up, stand up, and live. That's what.
Okay.
Come on. Now, before going to the poem again, let me ask you some of the things from the poem. So let's discuss. The boy is playing with the ball. Come on, look at it. The event. The boy is playing with the ball. And what is the words in the poem? What is the boy now? He has lost his ball. He has lost his ball. Then what is he to do? Sometimes I lost everything. What will I do?
Right.
So he has lost his ball. So he feels that what is he to do? He has nothing else to do. That's what he feels. But not the world. The ball went into the river. So another thing. How the ball goes into the river, we will discuss it later. Merrily it goes. Ball goes on its own. But why does the poet say, merrily it goes? Come on. The ball went into the river. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. Suppose if a child loses something, don't worry, we will get you another one.
Yes.
The person says, no. The boy will say, or the girl will say, no. This is my favorite. I don't want to lose it. Come on. The boy is sad. Come on. Stands rigid, trembling, and
staring down.
See, sometimes when you lose something, you just look at it. Then I would not intrude on him. Sometimes when people grieve, people are sad. Sometimes when people even get angry, we let them get angry. Come on, let him shout at for some time.
Right.
Let him cry for some time.
Okay.
So the poet says he has lost. The narrator says he has lost the ball. I am not going to say no. Don't worry, there is another ball. Let him grieve. So loss and gain. People will take balls, so the balls will be lost.
Yes.
So we try to gain everything every time, something, but it is always lost. And loss and gain, nobody buys the ball back. Learning from loss, he is learning well behind his desperate eyes. Taking up the loss, the epistemology of loss. We will come to that. What is epistemology of loss?
Yes.
Loss is common part of life and living. Knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. So all of us should know that we will be losing things, and we will also be gaining things. Come on, learners, don't worry, we will come back to that. I am going to read out the poem again and ask you some questions, then explaining also. Come on, Rahul, can you read out? So what is this ball now? Please go. Come on, read out.
Okay. So what is the boy now who has lost his ball. What is he to do? I saw it go, merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is in the water. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy.
Boy, okay, come on, let's stop it. Look at it. It's a very normal event of human life. If children play balls or anything, they lose things.
Yes.
And we also sometimes lose the key or even money, our wallet, money purse.
Yes.
Then we regret for some time. Come on, let's cope with.
Yes.
Come on, learners, let me draw your attention towards 3 major catastrophes happened, 2 in India, 1 in Beirut in Lebanon.
Yes.
The Kerala aeroplane air crash after landing.
Yes.
Thanks to the pilot who positive, of course,
Yes.
one of them who saved many lives, only
Yes.
20 lives lost. That is one catastrophic disaster. The other one is in the same Kerala, Munnar, landslide has killed almost
Yes.
50 people around.
Yes.
And in Beirut, one blast has shaken the whole country, whole city,
yes.
even the government resigns.
Yes.
Learners, these are all man-made, or nobody knew it would happen.
Yes.
Had we known, we
No.
could have stopped it. So
Right.
some of the things in life come to us, and I'm not saying that you should be fatalistic, God gives us, it's happening. Human life is always
Yes.
unpredictable.
Yes.
So look at the poem again. What is the boy now who has lost his ball?
Yes.
What is he to do? He has nothing to do for him. But I saw it go. How the ball was going? Merrily going. See, ball goes, it's a physical act.
Yes.
You throw the ball, it goes. But
Yes.
why the poet says for the young boy, it's actually he is grieving, but the ball is feeling happy. And I will not say, nobody can say, no, don't worry, we'll get you other balls.
Yes.
No. He says there is no use to say, because the boy is grieving. He is an ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. Ultimate grief. Sometimes you feel extremely grief stricken,
Yes.
sad. So the ball, how come losing a ball can make a person sad? Actually, the poet is symbolically saying it's not the ball. We lose many great
Yes.
things in life.
Yes.
So now
So this is a part of life. So
Life.
you should be ready.
ready. Okay, now based on this, let me ask 2-3 questions. This first part of the poem. Why does the poet say, what is this boy now who has lost his ball? Why does the poet say, what is the boy now? What is he to do? What is the boy now?
Yes.
He should not say why he could have said the boy is sad. What is the boy now? Sometimes, what am I now? Means
Yes.
I have lost everything. So the boy has lost all hope, is it? Or what will the boy do now without the ball? Or it is good to lose a ball? Why? Learners, it's a poem. There is no one answer. So I am going to put it.
My answer is A.
A. Okay. I go with Rahul. Learners, you may differ. I also may go with you if you choose B. Okay. Okay, because the boy, for him, the boy is something. For the boy, for something else. Why does the poet say the ball is merrily bouncing? Why does the poet say the ball is merrily bouncing? The ball shows its happiness. The ball shows the opposite of what the boy feels. The boy shows his happiness. It's or the poet is happy that the boy feels sad about losing the ball. Come on, anybody? Rahul?
Okay, the ball shows the opposite of what the boy feels.
Very good.
Yes.
This is what the boy assumes. Ball
Yes,
never says.
actually.
Yeah, symbolically.
Because ball cannot say anything.
But he assumes.
Yes.
Okay, learners, most of our feelings are the assumed reactions of others.
Yes,
Sometimes someone on the street looks at you, you feel that he is angry with me or he is suspecting me. That's what. Okay, now third one, based on the first part, why no use to say, oh, there are other balls? Why? I would say if my child or any neighborhood child will say, don't worry, we can get one. Papa, you can ask your dad or mother or father.
Ji.
Papa ka puch lo, you can say. But why no use to say? Because the boy loved the ball, or there are no other balls like this one. The ball has a special emotion for him, or the boy is grief stricken because he has lost the ball forever. More than one may be right, learners.
Yes, my mind says option A and option D.
Okay, Rahul goes with A and D. Learners, you have to assume that you are someone who lost the ball. Okay, now let me take you to the second part of the poem. As he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him, a dime, another ball is worthless. Now he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. People will take balls, balls will be lost always, little boy. Rahul, there is a contradiction here. You can see, as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days. The poet, I don't know, confuses us saying that he is a young boy.
Oh yes.
Now he has grown up.
Yes.
So what does he, whom does he address? Is he actually describes the boy or any grown up humans? So we lose something, children, learners, there we lose something, we may fail in on some account, on some occasions, then we need not be rigid. So he has lost the ball, he stands rigid and trembling, staring down.
Okay.
So why the boy has stopped completely, and all his young days for a long time, entire life of his youth, having lost something in the harbor where the ball went. Ball has gone into nowhere.
Yes.
But the poet says, I should have told him, hey, this is a small thing, forget it. But I would not intrude him, let him regret.
Yes.
I don't know why. This is what probably those who believe in God, God also looks at you, you lose, you grieve. Instead of reflecting and moving forward, you grieve, I am not going to tell you anything.
Okay.
A dime, another ball is worthless for him. For him, another ball is not any meaning.
Yes.
So now, why? Because now he senses the first responsibility.
Yes.
Look at the words, very powerful words the poet uses.
Yes.
He senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. What are we in this world?
In a world of possessions is the very important line of this poem, I think.
Okay, everyone wants to get educated, make money, live a life. It's essential for life. We have to achieve something. So we are all after materials. Whether I own a good watch or car, good house. So it is assumed to be the responsibility of the boy to possess the ball, not to lose it. Once you make money, once you gain something, not to lose it.
Yes.
People will take balls will be lost always. So you make money, you possess things, it will be lost. But he doesn't realize it. We humans don't realize it. His senses, look at it, he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. People will take balls will be lost always, little boy. So the little boy, the little humans, we as humans must understand, oh, you possess many things, but you will be losing it. That is the order of the day. Okay. Come on. Second part of the poem, is there any query from learners, questions, any responses?
Oh, not yet. They are enjoying, I think.
Fine. Okay. Why does the boy stand rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days? He has been regretting the loss of the ball. He has been thinking why he has lost the ball. He has been feeling about the loss. He has been cursing other for the loss of the ball. So come on. So the poet says he is rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days for a long time, where he could have bought another ball, made money, worked hard, but he never. But he has been, why the poet says he has been regretting for the loss of the ball, is it?
Yes.
I'll go for it, learners.
Yes.
And also he has been thinking about the
why he lost the ball.
So most of the time, we think about things and lose our time. Come on, look at the second one. Why I would not intrude on him? The boy should feel bad about the loss. The boy should realize the loss. The boy should realize that the loss is part of life, and it's about one should not be disturbed as he is grieving. He should not be disturbed as he is grieving. He should not be disturbed as he is grieving.
Okay.
So, which one?
My option, my choice is option C.
See, fine.
The boy should realize that loss is the part of life.
Fine. Learners, let me also tell you, we may sometimes the examination we secure less mark, or we do something, we instead of an hour to play, we must have played 2 hours and parents must have scolded you. See, you have to reflect. Reflect is said, oh, why have I done this? That is what we should realize, reflect on what we have done. Look at the other one. Another ball is worthless. Why? Another ball can't equate this ball. Memory and feeling attached to the ball cannot
be replaced. Cannot be generated again.
Okay, I am putting it cannot be replaced.
Yes.
The ball might have been intimate to him.
Right.
So you are putting B1. Okay. Some of the feeling with some particular thing. For example, pens. When we lose the pens, we really feel bad about it.
Yes.
Okay. Now there are 2 powerful expressions you said. He senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. What does it mean, Rahul?
He senses first responsibility.
We have discussed it, but still.
Yes.
First responsibility and in the world of possessions. See, young children we grow.
Yes.
Then we are not bothered about how money comes, how things comes, how people are in our neighborhood, whether it is village or a small town or a city. But later only we realize, oh, the life we have lived, we have lost many things in life.
Okay.
So we don't want to lose things. Basically, human instinct is to possess things.
Okay.
In terms of money, food. Yeah.
Okay. So we have a question from Sunny. He said, sir, what is the meaning of epistemology of loss?
Okay, I'll come to that.
And does losing anything in life doesn't matter much? Please explain.
Okay, that you will have to say Sunny. Sunny, I have to tell about Sunny. He has done the lost homework and sent to me, but I couldn't read. Just now I saw in my phone. He has sent on WhatsApp, and to write up, I'll comment it on this chat box later. Sunny, thank you very much. So let me say epistemology of loss. I will come back to come to that later. Now you said, is losing a good virtue or a bad virtue? Okay. So that's a Tamil poet, Subramaniam Bharati. You said that losing is as natural as gaining.
Yes.
That's what. If you look at the life, even these children are in 14 years or some of them are 15, 16 years. So you were in school. Your life was different, primary school, you were possessive of that, your parents dealt with you with much more affection, they doted you, they pampered you, now they become slightly stricter, you disciplining, they call it discipline, but they want to. So there are many things, every stage, Shakespeare says 7 stages of life, from infant to old age.
Yes,
so every stage of life, we gain something, we lose something. So it's quite natural for humans. I have got grey hair. 10 years ago I had all black. So this is losing something and gaining something.
Yes.
So now people assume that I am old. People do respect me more when I had black. So something is lost, something else is gained. So learners, come on, losing and gaining is part of life. That's what. So but at the same time, don't regret too much for the loss. Okay. Now. 8th one, look here, people will take balls will be lost always, little boy.
Yes.
So we will keep acquiring things, but things will be lost, always lost, and don't bother. Gaining and losing is part of life. Now, no one, come on, the last part of the poem, no one buys the ball back. Money is external. Oh, do you really consider money is external? Everybody is after money, even nations fight for money, and people fight for money. Corruptions happen.
Okay.
Then people steal money. We know that many people have stolen money and they escaped from this country. I'm not talking politics, it's a real thing.
Yes,
and they have squandered millions of crores. They are hit in the list, they will be arrested, of course we hope so. But is money external? Come on, let's look at the line here. And no one buys the ball back, money is external. He is learning well behind the desperate eyes, the epistemology of loss. Sunny, look at it, the epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. Epistemology is the study of the nature of knowledge itself. How suppose if you analyze, understand how loss happens and what is loss. What is loss? I have this marker pen here. If I lose it on my way back to my office, so then what I will do? I will see, oh, where did I keep it? How it was lost? And then I will also ask a question: why was it lost? Suppose I am a millionaire today, and in a month's time I become nothing. I incur loss. Then I should actually say that what was the loss, how was the loss, but I should say that why was the loss.
Yes.
So that is what epistemology of loss is, understanding why loss happens.
Yes, and how to stand up. This is the main gist.
Yeah. And why loss happens? It's human nature.
Yes, it happens.
It's natural.
You cannot control.
Yeah. The trees grow.
Yes.
As the trees grow, old leaves are shed.
Yes.
And new leaves come.
Yes.
So learners, epistemology of loss is to understand. Sunny, epistemology of loss is to understand why loss is permanent in this life. So let me read out the last part, then again go back to this. And no one buys the ball back. Money is external. You may have money, you may not buy. The general saying, no, you may buy a bed but not sleep with your money. Happiness is not bought by money. It's something else.
Yes.
He is learning. Come on, look at the lines. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes. The boy who lost the ball, now he learns well behind his desperate eyes. Now he started thinking, reflecting. Oh, even if I have money, bought a new ball, but my ball is gone, then epistemology of loss. Now I learn. And what does the epistemology of loss tells you? What does it tell you? How to stand up when you lose something.
Yes.
Learners, don't bother, don't panic during this COVID-19 time.
Yes.
We shall overcome. We have to stand up. That's what many of our policemen, health workers, doctors, nurses and other sanitary workers have shown to us.
Yes.
So we may lose things. Death toll is rising, but still our Prime Minister and the government is giving us hope, and the medical staff. So let us stand up. Okay? Epistemology of loss, how to stand up. Knowing, these are the important lines, let's look at it. Knowing what every man must one day know. See, everybody should know that we will lose things and we have to, and most know many days how to stand up.
Yes.
So it's not losing is important, when losing, how to
Stand up again.
Put yourself in the brave face and stand up.
Yes, I would like to add our teachers into the list of what Professor Meghanathan has shared with you, the policemen, the paramedic staff, medical staff and everyone who is fighting with COVID-19. Our teachers are also, helping us to do something at our homes, and they are coming here and doing presentations and giving you the lectures. So these are also the part of this.
Yes. I'm sorry about it because I'm a teacher.
Yes.
So that's what. Come on, learners. How much time left?
We have 5-7 minutes.
Okay, learners. It's important to listen to a poem being read out, and you also read. That when something is read out to you, it creates an aura. You must have seen some lyrics, film songs and some poetry of great poets makes you feel that. I am not explaining line by line. I am going to read out to you once or twice if possible, and we will discuss the general idea. Okay.
Okay.
What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go, merrily bouncing down the street, and then merrily over. There it is in the water. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. As he stands rigid, trembling and staring down, all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him. A dime another ball is worthless now. He senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. People would take balls and balls will be lost always. Little boy, and no one buys a ball back. money is external, he is learning well behind his desperate eyes the epistemology of loss, where to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. That's
Right.
what the crux of the poem, learners. It's not easy to lose things, but it is also not easy stand up when you lose something. So that is what the poet is trying to tell us. You lose things, but regret over it, no issue, but reflect on it. This is what, learners, let me tell you some other things. Last time I asked you, before I will do another reading and give you some more one activity more. Last time we given activity of writing the personal experience.
Yes.
And Sunny has sent me the assignment today, and two more children, two more learners have done. I am sorry I have forgotten your names because we are a bit busy, and also you may send your queries in our WhatsApp group, and if I am not responding immediately, I will respond a day after or something.
Okay.
And also tell us what kind of lessons you need to take up.
Okay.
Come on, this is one. Now is there any response or query from the learners?
No, not yet. I think few members have already joined us, and they have given some answers when we were talking about the questions. So I think
Fine. Now let us take up the poem, Rahul, you are doing for children there. There are two category of things. Let us look at the paper here. The words which convey happiness, the words which convey grief in the poem. Come on,
okay.
just pick up anything, doesn't matter, randomly, not necessarily in order. Come on.
So words which convey happiness, merrily bouncing.
Merrily bouncing. Learners, I am writing, Rahul is doing for you, you may also do merrily.
But I maybe fail.
No problem, no. But learners will win.
Because if I fail, then I will learn.
Yes. Okay, okay.
That's the way of life. Because I am learning from Professor Meghnathan.
No, you are learning not from me, you are learning from the poem.
Yes.
Poem. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Words which convey any other word, learners. Words which convey happiness.
Yes. So please be with us and listen him properly so that we can add some words.
Merrily bouncing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the other one is I think
You don't find.
no, I don't find.
Learners, words which convey grief or loss. There are lots of words.
Yes. Lost his ball.
Lost his ball.
Lost
Okay.
something. If you lost, definitely you will be.
Then what is this? What is this boy? Is also is a grief, no?
Yes.
Then
he's rigid.
Rigid.
He's trembling.
Trembling.
And all his young days into the harbor. So this sentence told us that he is very
He spent lot of time in regretting.
He spent lot of time
Okay.
to think about the ball.
Learners, this poem you found one or two words or 3-4 words at the most about happiness and lot of things about sadness.
Yes.
I am going to ask you, does that mean life is full of sadness and grief?
No.
Then why does the poet say?
Because initially Professor Meghnathan told us that this poem is very philosophical. So be with us and understand what is the gist of this poem. Then definitely you will come to know what he is trying to tell you, he is trying to teach you, and the poet. Right, sir?
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Rahul, for that. Learners, human endeavor, human instinct is always trying to pursue pleasure.
Yes.
Whether it is eating or staying comfortably or other pleasures of life, but nature balances it. Look at the trees, look at the animals, they have seasons, they have times to celebrate, they have times to be silent, whether depending on the seasons. But do we humans do that?
Right.
We don't. Generally in summer we are supposed to eat less, particularly this part of the world,
Right.
and we should take more liquid, more what's it, dahi kind of thing. But do we do that? And we eat everything every season. So this what's that, greedy, glutton, we call it the gluttonous nature of humans.
Right.
And making money, however much the money you give, people want more. So money is one thing. Suppose if you feel hungry, if we give you food, then after some time you will say no, I don't want it.
Yes.
But money is, if you are greedy of money and materials,
Right.
and whatever comes we will keep on adding to that. That's why the world, sometimes we report he is the richest man of the world and someone else takes over.
Once you say no to money, then definitely you will be happy automatically and naturally. And to know and maintain the balance of life, I think this is the gist.
Fine.
Because at the end of this poem, the poem tells you how to stand up, and I'm sure this session will give you so much of information. I think the less number of the words for happiness, but many words for the sadness.
Okay, give me a minute, then
Yeah, please.
give me 10 seconds only,
So that we can conclude.
Sunny will be happy. Epistemology of loss, you must understand why loss happens rather than what we have lost. Epistemology of loss, what does it tell you? How to stand up, knowing that every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. Learners, learn to stand up when you lose something.
Right.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Rahul.
Thank you, Professor Meghnathan. This is the wonderful poem I have learnt today from him, and definitely from John Berryman. So thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
bringing this poem on the table for the students of class 10th language. Thank you very much. This session is over now, and we will be right back with the another session of Hindi class 2. और इसका टॉपिक होगा अधिक बलवान कौन. ये एक कहानी है. So please be with us. Don't go away. This session is over now. Thank you very much. Namaskar.